I am trying to make it do what it absolutely does. Yes, 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 yes. Happy Memorial Day. I don't know who is going to be watching today, but I am here. I apologize for being a little late. I was trying to get things set up. I'm literally working on like a sermonette. So I was working on something and I got a little carried away and things went, a little left. So I got on a little late. And literally, my sister went to go pick me up some dinner so I can have something to eat as soon as I get off this live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. And today I want to talk about choosing you above any and all distractions, choosing you because you love you, choosing you because you know that it's time to work on things, choosing you because you're tired of doing things the same way that you've been doing them over and getting the same results over and over and over again. Hi, Nicola. I see you. I see you watching. Hi, everybody watching. Listen, once again, I'm Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. And tonight we're going to be talking about choosing you. We're going to be talking about healing. We're going to be talking about getting better. We are going to be talking about taking our lives to the next level. We are almost in the month of June. Can I tell you how excited I am that the summer is actually coming? It's going to be a whole lot of hanging out this summer and going to one of my favorite spots down by the water to have some dinner, hang out with some friends, do the doggone thing, right? So yeah, I'm excited. We almost in June. And I hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day and salute to all of the soldiers that went out there, served this country, and gave their lives, right? For us. Right. Okay. I got to do one more thing because I play too much. I got to put my phone on do not disturb. I got to put my phone on do not disturb. Yes, I do. Okay. I got too many notifications. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. Thank you guys for jumping in, for being a part of it. We are going to be talking about choosing you today. Over and above any and everybody else, we're going to be working on what I do is I help men and women heal so that they can get to the love that they deserve and desire. That is what I do. That's what I does. My name is Kim Love Jones. I am from New York. I've been a certified relationship coach for probably about 13 years. I've been in the business for about 15. And so I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I'm here and I want to make a difference and I want to help as many people as I can. I am here to be on at 7:00 every night. But tonight I was working on this little thing, this little project. And because I was working on the project, I was running a little late and I apologize. Good evening, Tanya. Good evening, baby. I see you. I see you. So I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. A little late, but I'm here. A little late, but I'm here. We gonna make it do what it do tonight. We gonna make it do exactly what it do. That's how we giving it up tonight. Yes. So I'm actually live on 2 platforms. I'm live in the UT on UT, and I'm live here, and I'm here to help in any way that I can. So let's start off because I want to get to the topic. I want to get to the topic. Choosing you. Healing doesn't mean you're over it. It means you're choosing yourself. That's really what I want to talk about tonight because I think that it is so very important to keep it real and to be honest with yourself about where you are in your life and what you need for your life, right? And so if y'all don't mind, share this out, share this out, share this out. I need to put some lotion on these hands because they is dry. Okay. They is dry and I'm trying to get it together. Yes, thank you, Linda, for sharing the live, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing the live. So we're going to get it. I know it's a holiday, but I said I was going to be here and I'm here, right? Yeah, I would love for y'all, more people to share out the live because when I tell you it's going to go all the way down tonight, it's going to go all the way down. I've been in prayer about this thing and I want God to move. Let's get it. Let's get it, right? What city and state are you chiming in from? What city and state are you watching from? Would y'all like to tell me that? Because I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, Karina. I see you, my love. How are you? How are you, Karina? Okay, Goldsboro, North Carolina. I never heard of Goldsboro. I never heard of it. Where is it near? You from New York, Linda? Okay, baby, I see you. New Yorker, tried and true over here. Y'all know how it go. Miramar, Florida. I heard of that before. Okay, Lyrica, I see you, baby. Riley. All right, I got a girlfriend that lived down in Raleigh. I'm gonna be coming down there soon. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was in um Wisconsin, oh, now about 4 years ago to see one of my homeboys who lived out there. What was it? No, what was the name of it? I forget the town that he was in. Yes, I forget the town that he was in. I flew out there because he was very sick and he passed away, but he was my brother in Christ. And I had to go out there to see about him. So I had came out to Wisconsin, when I tell you that they was very rude to me in Wisconsin when I was there. I went to go get some stuff from the health food store out there, and those people were very rude. They almost did not want to serve me. Okay. I mean, they made me wait. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. They were very rude. I cannot think if I think about the town that he lived in, I flew in and I can't for some reason remember the town, but he was at this hospital out there. And then I went to the health food store to get him some stuff, even while he was in the hospital. And, to help him because he had cancer, and I was trying to help him in any way that I can because he was my brother in Christ and I loved him. He's such a good guy. He was such a good guy, So yeah. So let's get it. What city and state are y'all chiming in from in the meantime? And in between time, I'm going to talk about healing. I want to talk about healing, right? Because I really believe that we are at the precipice in our lives where we want to get better. We want to live these lives that are in alignment with who we are, what we want, and what we need for our lives. And I know that healing is not a linear process. Augusta, Georgia, I see you. Oh, Karina, yeah, I know, girl, and I've been here showing up and showing out. Been showing up and showing out because God been showing up and showing out. So I've been showing up and showing out. But healing is not linear. It's not a straight up. It's not, just slowly. No, some days you have good days and some days you have bad days. And what ends up and what tends to happen. Hey, Cher, I see you, my love. I see you, sis. Yes, and what ends up happening is that, based on our belief system, based on what we've been taught, based on our own personal experiences, we tend to judge the world. And if we're going to heal so that we can attract the right thing, we got to change our mindset. That's the only way that we're going to get there. We got to begin to see through a different lens. It doesn't work any other way. If I could be like brutally honest with you, a lot of us can find ourselves stuck because of the fact that these have been our experiences and now it is somehow baked into our belief system. Hey, Queen, I see you, baby. I see you joining. Thank you so much for joining my live. But it's kind of baked in and we get to this point where we believe the press, we believe the negativity, and it shifts the way that we show up for ourselves. It shifts the way that we do things in our lives, period, right? Like sometimes we'll tell ourselves something so much and we'll believe it, and none of it has to be true. None of it has to be true. Quick little story. For years, my father passed away when I was 16 years old. And because I felt like it, I was abandoned, because I felt like I was abandoned by my father, I had placed myself in a category of being an abandoned child. That wasn't true. My father passed away when I was 16. And not for me to be giving out my age and all of that, but I'm 50 plus, right? He passed away when I was 16. And I had believed that I was abandoned. No, my father didn't abandon me. He passed away. Right. But that's the persona that I took on. I took on the persona of an abandoned child. And I promise you, it was last year, just to give you some context, it was last year when God finally spoke to me and said, your father never abandoned you. I promise. How many years? That's a long time. That's a long time for me to believe. It's more than 30 years. It's more than 30 years that I believed that I was abandoned, and I wasn't. My father passed away. He went home to be with the Lord. Right? So why I had, thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate that. So what we tell ourselves on a daily basis, what we tell ourselves helps to define who we're going to be, what we're going to do, how we show up for other people, how we show up for ourselves. And I promise you that because I felt like an abandoned child, I always felt that I was never enough. I always felt like my father left me. I was never enough. Now tell me what kind of a mindset you have to have. And it bothered me for years. I mean, years and years and years. If my father left me, then so would everybody else. Like I'm telling you, and I'm saying this because it be those little tiny things that have us tripped up. And so then when we meet somebody or somebody comes into our lives, it'll have us believing the press. We'll believe that they're not going to stay. Why? Because our mindset, when I was 16, I made that decision. And for over 40 years, I believed it. Do you understand? Like, that's crazy. And I'm not saying that I'm crazy. Oh, my goodness. And I'm not saying that I'm crazy, right? What I'm saying is that all I needed to do was believe that. And because I believed that, I went with that. It's not healthy. It's not good. It probably ruined a lot of wonderful relationships that I could have had, or a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Or the ultimate relationship. But what I know that God was doing in my life, to be honest with you, was when he told me this last year, he wanted for me to course correct so I could see myself differently. Because when you, even as I was healing and even as I was doing the work, even as I was doing the body of work and working on myself and all of the things over all of these years, that was one of the things that I couldn't kind of shake, because it's what I told myself when I was 16, 17 years old, and it's what I always believed. So if you understand that your esteem is attached to what you believe about yourself, your esteem is attached to what you believe about the people that come into your life, right? So how you feel about yourself. Okay, so how you feel about yourself, it matters, right? Because it will dictate how you align yourself in your life. That's the reason why this is important. And I know a lot of people don't believe that, but it'll have you acting out and doing things that are not necessarily in alignment with the life that you say that you want. And the truth of the matter is, in my head and in my heart, now that I've gotten through that point, I see myself differently. And I needed to see myself differently. Hey, Joni, I see you come flying in here. I see you flying in here. Y'all get your daily heart meet. Get your daily heart meet so that you can gain the points from TikTok. Get your daily heart meet. Do what you got to do. Get your points if you're commenting and doing all of this stuff, right? But it changes how you see yourself. And now I don't see myself, and I show up a lot more confidently since I worked all of that out. I show up much more confidently than I've ever shown up before for myself. So when I talk about choosing you, when I talk about doing the things, thank you for the daily heart, me, Reese. I see you, boo. I didn't even know you were here. Thank you, baby. I see you. Yes. So when I see, now that I show up differently, because now that I understand that it doesn't have any power over me anymore. Everything shifted. Everything shifted. When I stopped believing that I wasn't enough, when I stopped believing that my father left me and somehow abandoned me even unto death, I really didn't understand that was the thing that pushed me to do things and say things and feel things, like because I was showing up as an abandoned, wounded child, right? And I didn't know that I was showing up like that, and that was the reason why. Do you understand? It wasn't until I came to terms with it. And guess what? The moment I came to terms with that thing, the Band-Aid was ripped off, and I got to the root of what was really triggering me in my life. And I promise you that when you get to the root of those things, you begin to make different decisions. Hey, Benny, I see you. How you doing? I see you. Yes, don't forget to get your daily heart meet, everybody. Don't forget to get your daily heart meet and get your points from TikTok. You know how it go, right? But the reality is that until I was able to deal with that, that was one area that I was stuck in. Right. So I was already working on my confidence. I was already working on my self-esteem. I was already doing the body of work that I needed to do. But that one little piece was keeping me stuck. That one little piece was keeping me stuck. And the moment I uncovered it, God uncovered it for me and began to speak to me about the fact that my father really didn't abandon you, Kim. Where do you get that from? Like, I mean, not those words, but you get what I'm saying. Where was I getting that from? The reason why it's important to deal with that, the reason why it's important to deal with that is because your mental, emotional well-being is attached to what you believe. And if I am going to choose me, then I've got to undo the things that have kept me in bondage. Okay, now Reese is at level 4. Yes, I'm at the little sticker. Wait, how do you come on here? Wait a minute. Okay. I'm trying to do this. Congrats, Reese. She reached level 4. Yes. Yes. Let me move this little thing out of my way real quick. Yeah, it's all in my face. It's all in my face. All in my face. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? You have to begin to understand that your thoughts will make you act differently. So we have to shift our mindset. And our mindset has to be around choosing us. Our mindset has to be around making sure that we are in alignment with what's best for us, right? Like let me be perfectly honest. Like I wasn't thinking about that. I didn't know how it was destroying relationships. But I tell you the truth. And hey, Dio, I see you. I see you, sugar. I see how that has affected all of my relationships. And some people don't do this work. I promise you, I am not for everybody. I am not the coach. Thank you for the rose, Reese. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. I promise you that body of work, that like when you don't do it, because everybody's not going to do it. Because some people are like, I ain't got time for that. But you don't have time not to do it, if that makes any sense, right? You have to always continue to work on yourself every single day. You have to choose you. You have to say yes to yourself and know the things that do not honor you. People don't want to do that work because it's going to mean it's going to hurt a little bit. It means that there may be some tears. It means that you may have to walk away from people who do not align with you. Right? It may mean that you have to change the group of people that you rock with because they're not in alignment with you. If you want better for your life, that means you got to leave some things behind. Some people don't want to do that work. Some people will just like, no, I'm Gucci right where I am. I'm fine. I'm going to stay right here. No, because I want better for my life, because I want better for myself. I'm going to do that work. Hello, Queen. Happy Memorial Day, King. Yeah, right. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Yeah, I've been saying that since I got on, but happy Memorial Day. Yes. Thank you, Anita. I see you, baby. Thank you. But yeah. Hey, Ma, I see you, Ma. I love you. I see you, Ma. Oh my God. That's my other mother right there. I love that lady. She is absolutely amazing. I was telling y'all about her last night when I went live. She is this incredible and amazing woman that I absolutely love. She is like another mother to me. She is amazing. And I mean amazing. Yes. Y'all just bless her whole entire heart. And my prayers that God would continue to bless her. Karina says, if we don't do the work, at some point life will make us when it's upside down. Karina, say that, please. Hello. Say that, Karina, because what happens is we think we can get away from it. No, but then everything is topsy turvy. Your love lives are not work. Your love life is not working out. You know, you don't have anybody in your life. And I'm not saying that I want this for anybody. I'm saying this is what happens when we do not do the work, right? At work, we run into trouble. People, we are frustrated all the time and aggravated. We don't know why, because we are not honoring who we are, where we are, what we need, what we want. We're not being integrous with our own selves because we need the work, because we need to go forward and we need to get better and we need to do the things that we need to do, right? So God is absolutely amazing. And what he wants us to do, the whole purpose of his word, is that we would get in it and align ourselves with his word, that we would get in it and we just would not be hearers, but we would be also doers of his word. There are too many people out here not doing the work. You know, the Bible says that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few, few. And the reason why they are few is because people are afraid to deal with themselves. And we walk around here angry, frustrated, aggravated because somebody walked away from us, not knowing that them walking away from us was the best thing that they could have ever done. It's like, thank you, and adjust your crown. And that's for men and for women. Thank you and adjust your crown. That part. Hey, Dr. Yolanda, I see you, baby. How are you? I'm running. I was a little late today because I was working on a special project. I was doing like a little sermonette and time got away from me, you know? So yes, yes. And so when you begin to understand, like, you know, who you are and whose you are, you be saying things, crazy, radical things like thank you, and you adjust your crown because they wasn't meant for you. And that's why today we're talking about choosing yourself. We're talking about healing. We're talking about healing doesn't mean that you're broken and you're tore up. Healing means that you're making a decision to choose you. That's what healing means. That today I'm going to work on myself so that I can become better. Today, I want to be a better version of myself. Today, I'm not going back to doing the things that I used to do. I want something better for myself. Walking in your purpose. Yes, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing myself today. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday because you can't go back and change yesterday, but you can make a decision for today. You can definitely make a decision for today. Hey, Becca, I see you, baby. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. And it requires you simply, Becca, to be honest with you. It seriously just requires you to make a decision. That's all it is. It's one decision. And then it's wash, rinse, and repeat tomorrow. It's wash, rinse, and repeat when you get up tomorrow. Choose yourself again. Choose to do the right things by you, for you, right? Always and in always, right? And I think, you know, especially, you know, I know there's brothers probably watching. I'm not sure. But what I think, hi, Sophia. I see you, baby. Thank you for the heart puff. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you, right? So what I think is that we kind of, you know, as we show up, sometimes, you know, because we're nurturers as women, and sometimes we just want to do the most. And sometimes we pour and pour and pour until we're exhausted. And we do this thing and it's frustrating, right? And then we never speak our truth. We never tell the truth because, oh my God, they're not going to like us. And we find ourselves getting into a world of trouble because because during that whole entire time while we're trying to pour into somebody else, we are not being honest about who we are, what we want, and what we need. And that's so disingenuous because, like, why would you're literally, when you don't speak your truth, you're saying, I don't want this relationship to work. Let's stick a pin in that. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Coach Adrian. Adrian, am I saying it right? I know I'm messing that up. I know I'm messing it up. Thank you. You became, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got to do this. Okay, wait. I'm trying to fix this, baby. I don't know how to do this. Hold on. Nope. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. Because what I want to do is I want to start pinning them good old comments and stuff up here. And I don't really know how to do it, y'all. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out in the next day or so. But yeah, yeah. You're saying, hey, Lodrick, how are you? I see you. Happy Memorial Day. I see you. Y'all got to follow Lodrick. Lodrick is one of the dopest dudes I know. Like, he is so amazing. His writings are beautiful. He's on other platforms, but he is amazing. Hey, DJ, I see you. Peace, my brother. Peace. How are you? Yes, I'm glad that you're here. Oh my God. See, the brothers is in the building. The brothers be coming up in the building. I love it. You sent me a message. You sent me a message. You're going to show me how to do it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the popular vote. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I am amazing. I am amazing. I was working on a paper today. I am amazing. A little sermon that I was writing, but yeah, I'm working on it. It gotta go down. It's going down. Okay. Okay. Hey, Dr. G, I see you. How are you? Y'all are blessing my heart. Y'all, please tell me what city and state y'all chiming in from. Please tell me what city and state you're chiming in from, because I kind of want to know. I'm kind of being nosy, but thank you for the follows. Thank you, Rama. Thank you. I don't want to butcher anybody's name, but thank you guys for the follow. Baltimore, Maryland, Coach. Okay. Detroit, Michigan. I know that's right. My son lives in Michigan. Tampa, Florida, South Carolina. Today's topic is choosing you, baby. That's what today's topic. Sacramento, California. I know that's right. I love it, love it, love it. Home of the American team. What's home of the American team? Oh, Louisiana, Bossier City. All right. I see you. I see you. Thank you for being a part of my life. Okay. Verona Beach, Florida. Ferrandina Beach, Florida. I don't know where that's at. And I'm always in Florida. Sometimes I go into Tampa. Sometimes I go into West Palm Beach. Sometimes I'm in Orlando. Sometimes I'm in Lakeland. I love Florida. Florida is okay. DC Chocolate City is in the building. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Cowboys. I see you, Dr. Yolanda. San Diego, California. I love it, Karina. Okay. Y'all showing up and showing out from all over the country. God is amazing. God is amazing. The Cowboys. All right now. All right. Y'all doing that. So, so I really wanted to be honest, just talk about this whole Hawaii. Oh my God, I need to get there. I've never been to Hawaii. I've been to Tennessee. I was at that hotel, the Opryland Gaylord Hotel in Tennessee. Oh my God, it is absolutely opulent. That hotel, it got like, I don't know how many rivers running through it. It is the largest hotel in the United States that does not have a casino attached to it. That hotel is amazing. Don't feel bad, me neither. Okay, Lodrick, we gotta go. We gotta get to Hawaii like soon, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but in my head and in my heart, I know that there are places that I'm supposed to see real soon. And I already know I'm going to be going. And Hawaii is one of those places. I don't know when, but it's one of them places. It is definitely one of them places. Right? So yes. So let's get to choosing you. Let's get to choosing you. Healing is not it. Healing is a decision, not a destination. And when I say choosing you, I mean making a conscious effort, being like intentional about not just bubble baths and not just, spa dates. I'm talking about choosing you and what you do every day, your language, right? So when I say your language, what you tell yourself every day. Understanding I am somebody, I am enough, I am amazing, I am worthy, I am all that I am called to be, and just believing that you are, right? Really, truly, wait a minute, I'm going to turn my light on. Oh, we at 6K. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wait a minute. Why is my thing not coming on? I need my thing to work. Okay. Okay. I don't know what in the world. What in the Sam Hill? Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now I got some light. Let there be light. And there was, there was light. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes. Hey, YD. I see you, baby. How are you? Hey, DMO. I see you. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Hey, Mean B. I see you. Thank you for the follow. Y'all share this live out. Share it out. Share it out. Let's get it popping on this good old Memorial Day. Let's get it all the way popping right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah, so like being intentional, like healing is being intentional about what you do, about how you treat your own self, right? It's being intentional about letting your no be no and your yes be yes, right? It's being intentional with doing the things that honor you. Because a lot of times, and I know that this is the absolute truth, a lot of times we don't choose ourselves because we're trying to be there for everybody else. And that's for both men and women. And it's not a problem with choosing yourself or doing things that are outside of what you may want in the moment when you're doing it for someone who is in alignment with you. I'm not talking about being selfish. There will be people that you will serve in your life that never have the capacity to pay you back, that are never able to give at the level that you give. I'm not talking about service. I'm not talking about that. We have to serve other people. That's what we're called to do. I am talking about hanging out with. Thank you so much for the hand heart. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. I am talking about making sure that you don't constantly be around people who drain you, who are not about you, who do not even have the capacity to love you like at all, and are with you on a continuous basis, but they don't want what you want. And you know what? I had a problem, and I'm gonna be honest. I had a problem a while ago. I was wanting more for someone else than they even wanted for themselves. I was out of control. Thank you, Karina, for the hand heart, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all just be blessing my heart. Y'all really bless my heart. And you know, and so when I think about that, thank you so much, Sophia, for the hand heart. Thank you, baby. You know, like I was out of control. It wasn't them. It was me. It wasn't them. It was me. Because what I was doing was, you can't ever want more for somebody else than they want for themselves. Do you understand? You can't. You can't ever want more for someone else than they want for themselves. But they did not. Absolutely. It's like, thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Hey, Vincent, I see you. Yes, thank you so much. How are you? How are you? And Vincent got his daily heart meet. Y'all better get the daily heart meet. You know, like, I was trying to convince somebody, real talk, to choose doing things differently than they have been doing them. I said, stop running. Do what you need to do. Deal with what's going on. But they couldn't see themselves. And so they didn't know how amazing and wonderful they were. And here I am trying to guilty. Here I am guilty over here of trying to drag people across the finish line. No, you got to believe in yourself. That's what this healing journey is all about. It's making a decision that you're going to choose yourself, that you're going to do what you need to do for you, right? And men carry an especially heavy weight. So when they choose to be in relationship with someone, They have to choose people that, women, people, I'm talking in general, right? Because it could be friends, like choosing to be around a certain set of people. You got to choose people that got, if you feel like you got something to lose, you don't want to be around people who don't have anything to lose. You want to be around people who are upwardly mobile, who are going to help you to become better. Oh, thank you so much, Sophia. I appreciate that, baby. I do. Right? And so we got to sometimes change the company that we keep. And we cannot be wanting more for them than they want for themselves. You just can't. And I get it. I get that sometimes you can see something in a person, the potential of a person. I get how you want to just, you want to continue to pour. But no, at some point you got to recognize that, and I said this last night, I'm going to say it again, that you're trying to climb a mountain for somebody that wouldn't even jump over a puddle for you. Why? Because they do not have it together. Yes. Yes. Hey, strong butterfly. I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. I love that strong butterfly. I love that name. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's a matter of recognizing what it is that you need and really realizing what you want for your life, right? The day I decided, and I'm going to talk to y'all, I'm going to answer some questions tonight, right? I'm glad, baby. I'm so glad you're here. It took me a long time to get that, but you just can't help people that don't want help. Yeah, because they don't see the value in who they are. And only people who see the value in who they are going to do what you do. And that's the truth. Hey, someone, I see you. Thank you for joining my live. Come flying in here. I see you flying in the room. It's just sad that the struggle brings you to let go. And I don't know that it's sad. I don't know that it's sad, to be honest. Sophia, I don't know that it's sad, baby. I think it's a place where we should be rejoicing. Because letting go of somebody who doesn't want something is you again choosing yourself. Because you can't want more. You just it might be sad that you feel like you had to do it initially because you see the beauty in who they are. I think it's a point of rejoicing, to be honest with you, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm excited. Like when something doesn't go the way that I thought it should go, I'm like, okay, God, you got something better. And I really mean that. Yep, some of it is feeling too much. Absolutely, Amy. I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. Is this your first time in my live, Amy? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I'm for some reason I feel like I've seen your name before, my love. Sometimes we just get so caught up, right? And trying to make somebody else be what we want them to be. And no, it's not. No. There is this wonderful, wonderful author and speaker that I follow, and I look at some of her work. Mel Robbins, and I absolutely love them. She has this book out called Let Them that I begin to read, but I've been saying that, and she calls it the Let Them theory. But I've been saying that for the longest time. Let people do what they want to do. Right? We at 10K. Okay. All right, Dr. Yolanda. I see you, baby. She's like, let me know. Let's go, Team Love Jones. Let's go. But no, seriously, there is a really, really, but thank you again, Reese, for the heart puff. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Wait, let me see if I could pin this. I don't know how to pin. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray all the way. I don't know how to do this. No, that's just sending you a message. I'm going to learn how to do this. I promise I'm going to learn how to do it. Yes, because Mel Robbins is amazing. I've been teaching it, like I've been telling my clients and my people who are in my class, I've been telling them that for the longest. Like, you don't get to tell people what to do. Let them do whatever they want to do, because when you do that, you begin to see what they'd rather do. Right? And then you have to be strong enough to recognize whether or not they are in alignment with what you want and what you need in your life. Don't fight it. Like, and I'm not telling you, where is that strong village we had? Ooh, you know what? I think everybody is waking up now, DJ. I think people are starting to wake up. Now, there is some serious toxicity. Hold down the name and it will allow you to pin it. Oh, okay. I'm going to practice with you, Dr. Yolanda. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. I got it. Okay, I got it now. Hey, keep it. I see you, sissy. I see you. I got it. Thank you, Cher. I see that. Thank you, baby, for sending me the friendship necklace. Y'all are blessing my whole heart. Okay, I got it. Oh, and it'll stay up for, okay. I got it now. I got it, y'all. I'm acting up, but I got it. Okay. She got it. Let it go. Okay, so now, so what does it do? It stays up there for a little bit and then it comes down on its own. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm in these TikTok streets and I'm learning. Is that what happens and it comes down on its own? Okay, I love it. But welcome. I'm Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach, and I want to talk about choosing you. I'm just saying that for all of the new people that if you're new to my room, please type new in the chat. And also get your daily heart meet. Get your coin, get your points from TikTok. Yes, promises us you're not gonna cry. Listen, I don't know about that, DJ. Y'all made me cry 2 days in a row. Like, I'm gonna be strong. You knew. Hey, Pigeon, I see you. Oh, Amy, you are new. For some reason, I thought I seen you in my room before. I don't know why your name, but maybe I just got the last little bit, wrong. But welcome. And Sharon, thank you for the follow, my love. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's important to choose you. It's important to not try to, run after and make people be what you think you want them to be. Right? Aw, Vincent, you so dope. You're just blessing my heart. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a few tears. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a few tears. God is good, and these tears of joy, they are tears of joy. Trust me. Thank you so much for the heart puffs. Thank you so much, Reese. I appreciate you. I really, really do, baby. Okay, Reese, I'm holding down your name. I'm pinning that. All right, I got it now. I got it. Yes. But yeah, so I think that sometimes we just get so caught up. And I've been caught up, y'all. This is why I could speak to this. I'm not telling y'all anything that I just because I read it in a book. I'm telling you from I actually lived this and I worked through it. I did the work, right? So I went and did, I can talk about it from a coaching perspective, absolutely. But I'm telling you things that I learned. Yeah, there you go, Dr. Yolanda. I'm telling you stuff that I learned from life experience. And my spirit wasn't okay with that. I'm going to tell you what happens when you try to sustain a relationship and there's no reciprocity. It makes you, it starts to erode the foundation of who you are. You start to feel bad because they're not giving back to you in the ways in which you're giving to them. They're not. And you start to, feel a little frustrated. You feel a little tinge. You don't feel good. And the reason why you stop feeling good, hey, Lady E, I see you. And the reason why you stop feeling good is because you know that they're not loving you in the ways that you're loving them. And you can stay in that space for a little while until it begins to get heavy. Because at first, Holy Spirit will show up as a small little whisper. And the whisper will be like, this ain't right. Like very quiet, very still, very small voice. And as long as you, yes, you will have dis-ease. There you go. I said that the other night. Dis-ease within yourself. And it'll be a quiet, still small voice. And if you continue to stay in it after the voice, you hear it, you're like, this don't feel good. It might just shake you a little bit to your core, just a little tiny bit. It might feel uncomfortable. You feel uneasy, but you're not quite sure what it is because spirit already knows. And then if you don't pay attention and you continue to keep your foot on the gas and continue to go and don't recognize what it is, you now spirit will start to get a little louder, like they not really checking for me. Like I called them the last 5 times and they didn't call me first. I text them first. And it's not that you're trying to be petty, because we're not trying to do petty. We're not doing petty. But we're paying attention. And it's not anything that you ever need to speak out loud, but listen to what spirit is telling you. And you have to, and yes, I've been there, and it does ruin being narcissistic, very harmful to the mind, yes, because it slowly erodes at who you are. And then you start really feeling bad. And the longer you stay there, thank you for the daily heartbeat. Thank you for joining the team, Amy. Thank you. And the longer that you stay there, the worse you feel. And the worse you feel, the longer you stay. Because now you're in it and you're trying to prove that it can work when you already know the truth. And that be the problem. Because spirit is yelling and screaming and saying, no, no, no. Take care of the little girl, the little boy on the inside. You know they're not it for you. Why are you still there? Spirit is yelling and screaming. I promise. It got to the point for me. I dated this guy for like 10 years. First of all, don't judge me. Don't judge me. But this is way back in the day. I dated this guy in 1997. Okay, so you know I was a long time ago. All right, so I could give a date. In 1997, I dated this guy for 10 years. So from 1997 off and on, right, until 2007. For real. Right. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me. It was off and on, but I still dated him. I still saw him. He was good to me. Like he did all the things. He did all the things. And so, I never required anything, right? It was cool because, I was recently separated, like was working on a divorce. I was frustrated. I was tired. I was aggravated. And he was my safe space. But I don't advise anybody to see anybody for almost 10 years off and on, no matter what the situation and what the circumstance is, because he wasn't choosing me either, but I also wasn't choosing myself. Let me just keep it real. Let me keep it 100. He's a nice guy, still a nice guy. Don't talk to him, haven't talked to him, don't know anything that's going on in his life, don't want to know. But I wasn't choosing myself, which is more important. So I don't get caught up in what he was or he wasn't doing. Now I pay attention to what I'm doing. But my spirit used to scream. I mean, she was straight out screaming to the point that when we would come from hanging out and, doing all the things, right? I used to come home and I would be on the parkway and tears would be rolling down my face. Y'all think I don't know? I was there. I know it. I know what it is. I know what it is. When spirit is telling you leave, get out, go, don't go back, and you go back because of what? Why? Because it beats a blank. Say that you have somebody in your life. Why? Why are you going back? Why are you staying in something that does not feed your soul? That does not feed your spirit? And I promise we was friends. We used to be really cool, and I would call and he would call every once in a while, how's the kids and all that, and then I stopped all of that. Because I said, no, I'm not taking anybody from my past into my future. I don't care that he's cool. I don't care that we friends. I don't care. I do not care. I don't want that in my life. I want to free myself up for who? For my husband. I don't want the residue of you in my life. So I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I want to talk to you. And it's not that you're a bad person. And I never said a word of this to him. I'm just saying that was what I did. I made up my mind. There is no room for you and my husband in my life. And went straight into practicing celibacy, abstaining, not talking to anybody, purging myself and asking God to clean me up to get ready. You understand? Thank you, Vincent. Thank you for sharing out the lies, right? Because what we tend to do is we hold on until, to the rope until our hands are bleeding. And that's what was happening to me, right? Again, trying to make somebody into something they had no intentions of being, trying to pull somebody across the finish line because I think I'm dope. But how dope did I really think that I was if I entertained that for as long as I did? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Y'all know I do these little Selah moments where I just be quiet. Something to think about. But we all been there. We've all been there. Amy, we've all been there. 15K, let's go, let's go. Let's go. We've all been there. Who hasn't? Trying to make somebody into something to more than what they are to you. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Real talk. Because we ain't know no better. That's why I'm saying right now that we need to wake up to ourselves. And what I began to realize when I was doing that, when I was dating him, is that the little girl inside of me and the little boy inside of these brothers needs to be taken care of. And not by anyone outside of us, but being taken care of by us. I needed to get to her. I needed to reach her. She was crying. And nobody was loving her, not even me. And I needed to deal with that. I needed to deal with the fact that I had abandoned myself. So you might ask, well, Kim, how do I get back to myself again? How do I do that? By sitting with yourself and figuring out what's important to you. By doing the body of work that you need to do to be successful, all by your good little self. And when you're good within yourself, you begin to attract people at a higher frequency. You begin to attract people who are in alignment with the God consciousness that you have. Right? It is a lonely and painful process, but when I tell you, baby, it is so worth it. It is worth it. Thank you for the heart puff, Amy. Thank you, baby. It's worth it. And sometimes we try to, push back on the pain. No, allow it to be what it is so you can get healed. It might be a lot of tears. And it might be a lot of times that you're sitting on the side of your bed. I don't want you to lament to the point that you are depressed. I want you to lament to learn what it is that you need so you make better decisions for your life. Because you're worth it. But again, like me telling you you're worth it is like me yelling at a rock to tell it it's a rock. Me telling you that you're worthy is like me saying to the tree or to the bush, right? You're amazing, you're beautiful, and you're green. Unless the tree understands who they are, their purpose, and understand what they're supposed to do is all for naught. What does it mean? You have to understand that you were predestined for the greater. You weren't ever supposed to be with somebody that didn't honor you. You were never supposed to be with somebody that wasn't in alignment with you. And if you're in alignment with God, and I don't know what people's belief systems is watching this right now, but I can promise you that if you were not in alignment with God, or you were and they weren't supposed to be with you anyway. And we're not talking about religion, we're talking about relationship. Somebody who is consciously aware of how they show up in the world. And sometimes we attach ourselves and tie ourselves to people who do not have our best interest at heart. Don't ask me why, but I know that it is rooted in what we believe about ourselves. The why is the question that you have to ask yourself. What was that rooted in? Why? Why did I do that? When you begin to ask yourself why, and you begin to unearth that, you're in the beginning stages of your healing. And once again, I'll say this because I say this probably every night. We always, in the beginning, we point outward. We're angry. We're frustrated. We're aggravated. We don't even understand. But the reality is, and we aggravated, frustrated with other people. No, baby. Be aggravated and frustrated with the decisions that you're making for your own life. And you can't get real clear about that until you're clear about what it is that you're doing. And you can't get to your healing until you begin to take responsibility and accountability for where you are in your own life. And that's not outside of you. That's inside of you. We got to make better choices. Yes. And we have to get out of our own way. You know, it's like, I'm not going to play myself small no more. I'm not going to act like it don't hurt when it do. I'm not going to act like I agree when I don't. I'm going to honor myself. I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm going to speak the truth. Yes, it is an inside job. Yes, it's an inside job. We have got to begin to do the body of work that is necessary to get us to a healthy place. And I know I probably say this every night, but I think that it's like vitally important that we do this. Sometimes we can miss our blessing looking behind us and not ahead. Absolutely, Vincent. That part. Absolutely. Absolutely. We miss it because we're too busy understanding like how we play a role in our own lives, right? How we do need to look forward. We need clarity about what we want and what we need. You know, the reason why I say that healing is not a destination is because I believe that this is the body of work that we will constantly be doing because life is lifing. So let me just say this. Thank you, Pop Hood. Hi, I see. Thank you for the follow. Let me say this. You know how people be getting on your nerves and you be meeting up with people who are out of control and they just do all manner of stuff. I promise y'all, I believe that God did not heal them so that we can get healed. Thank you for the rose, my love. Thank you. I appreciate that. I promise that God leaves those people right there, toe up from the flow up, so that when we would meet them, we would begin to do our work and either say no or say yes. And if we still saying yes to what does not honor us, we are not healed. But I promise that there are people that are here that are meant to be adjutants to us. And because they're adjutants, and it'll keep coming up for you over and over and over again until you begin to deal with who you are. And you will say to yourself, wait, like, why does this keep happening to me? That's what I really believe. Thank you, user, for the follow. Thank you so much. I see you, right? And it'll keep coming up for us until we deal with who we are. And it'll keep being uncomfortable. You're like, why do I keep going through this over and over and over again? Because God is trying to wake you up to you. Because as much as, you keep meeting the same type of person over and over again in a different body, the reason why that keeps happening to you is because God wants you to adjust your lens and stop choosing people who do not honor you. What is the common denominator in all of your relationships? You are. This is a safe platform, but you have to listen. Yes, tripping or hitting or head on the same rock. Yes. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you. You're a beautiful soul, girl. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But you see what I'm saying? So why? Why? Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? 20K, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I got a cat. What is that cat? Oh my God. I've never seen that cat before. Thank you for the cat. I don't even know what the cat is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you for joining my team. Thank you for the cat. Oh my God. What is the cat? I've never seen the cat before in my life. What is the cat? God is amazing. Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Y'all are so dope. I'm telling you. Thank you, Reese. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Dr. T. I see you. Thank you for flying in. I see you. Yes. Like, why? Ask yourself the question. Why? See, y'all got my face hurting again today from smiling so much. I'm so y'all don't even understand. Y'all be blessed in my life. Like, y'all are making me happy. And y'all know I'm new to these TikTok streets. I'm really new. Like, I'm not new. I've been doing it for like 3 weeks. Maybe now I think I'm coming up on a month. And I'm kind of new, so like I'm learning, right? But my face hurts every night. Like last night. So I had to go to sleep. I had to go to sleep. I was like, I need a nap. So it was time. It was good night time because I was worn out from smiling, from crying. Y'all made me cry 2 nights in a row. I'm not crying tonight. Y'all played too much. But I'm telling you, God is filling me up with so much joy in my heart. Like it's unbelievable. It really, really is. And it's like, y'all are making me joyful, right? Y'all are making me happy. Like, and all I'm doing is doing what God told me to do. And so how much better does it get in your life when you are in alignment with God and he begins to bless you, and now you're being a blessing to other people, and those other people, and you're blessing me, even your comments, you're tapping the screen, you tapping it out, just tapping it out. Everybody don't have a coin. Everybody can't get the daily heart. I mean, that's okay. The fact that you're here, you're blessing my heart. Thank you, In. Thank you. Your energy uplifts us and gives us hope and love. Thank you so much. Strong Butterfly, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look, Papa Hood said, preach, Pastor. You are amazing. You are funny. Okay, you got jokes. Okay. But I'm telling you, like, yeah, y'all dope. Y'all are dope. Thank you for the thunderbolt. Thank you. Or lightning bolt. Yes. Thank you. Look at Pop Hood. You play too much. But I'm saying, like, it's a lifelong journey to your healing. And can I tell you, it gets so much better as you continue to walk. Like like for real, like as I grow in confidence, I feel good about who I am. I feel like I've never felt this good before in my life. And I'm not saying this because, like, from a perspective of, like, oh, I'm so Gucci and I'm so good. No. The joy that I feel in my heart and the person that I am becoming, I'm evolving. I'm being transformed right now. And it feels good when you get in alignment with yourself. It feels good when you stop playing small and letting people just do whatever it is that they want to do. Because when I choose me, I'm saying no to some of the foolishness. I'm saying, no, that don't work for me. And I feel good about saying no because it doesn't work for me. Yes. Yes, Dr. Yolanda. It feels like when you went to, okay, so Dr. Yolanda is a doctor. I don't know what type of doctor she is. But I'm going to tell you something. When you walked across that stage, I know that you had to feel this incredible, amazing feeling. Just like you had walked into a whole nother level, right? Hey, Nia, I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. That you just elevated. And the whole time you were in the trenches and you were doing the work and you were working hard to get to where it is that you wanted to be on the other side of that. You was like, I'm a doctor. I am Dr. Yolanda, right? I'm blessed, baby. I am blessed and highly favored. Yes, I am. And so what happens is that you feel like really good about yourself. It's not that we don't struggle still. It's not, but it's just that you can see things more clearly now, right? Because we all are going to struggle. It was all the fault. I know that's right, sis, right? But he helped you to do all that it is, and when you finished, you felt accomplished. That don't mean the journey is over because you're now a doctor. That means that you're a whole new level of moving forward in the area that you want to be in. And that required you to tell a lot of people, no, I got to study. No, I'm working on this paper. No, I'm working on my dissertation. No, I gotta do, and that meant a whole lot of honor in yourself. And you should feel good, like, good about choosing you over and over and over again, right? And everything else can wait. Because right now, this is what I need to do. Yes, you become unstoppable and unapologetic. I'm going to show up and be who God has called me to be. That's what it's really all about. Thank you for the rose, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. And you begin to just grow because here's the other thing. That was the ending of one thing for Dr. Yolanda. And it was the ending of one thing, but the beginning of another. Because we never stop evolving. We never stop growing. The idea is that we would continuously choose ourselves. Right? And what happens is, and can I tell y'all something? And yes, I showed up for myself on a different level. Absolutely. And can I tell you something? You know what's crazy? And I'm going to hit y'all with this. This is really crazy, but it's really good. I got on here doing lives. I don't know Dr. Yolanda. Dr. Yolanda has been coming into my live every night, and the things that I say, she's been turning them into little all capped blurbs for other people to see as I'm speaking. Hey, Delicia, I see you, baby. How are you? And what's been happening, right, is she been blowing my mind. But I know that the only reason why she here is because God sent her. Because what God was trying to do was align me with people who believed in what I was doing. I didn't know what he was doing, but he sent Dr. Yolanda to come into this live, and she just came in and she just started supporting me. I didn't ask her because I didn't know her. And what I'm telling you is that when you're on your way up, when God is doing a new thing in you, he gonna place alongside of you purpose partners. In your husband, in your wife, in friendships, and sisterhood and brotherhood. But people, men and women, thank you, Amy. Thank you, my love. People who are going to come into your life who are going to help you to get to where it is that you want to go. And so if you are believing God for a good husband and a good wife, because we ain't just talking about just a husband or just a wife, because there's a lot of people who might fit that. We talking about a good husband or a good wife. And what that means is somebody that's going to pray for you. Somebody you can lock hands with in the morning. Somebody who believes God and sees you as winning and wants you to win and wants to encourage you and support you. Good night. You enjoyed it. Oh, we had 25K. Thank you. Thank you, DJ. DJ, you want to be back here tomorrow? Because we need you here tomorrow, DJ. We're going to be back in the building tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we praying for. Because why you want to be in a relationship with somebody you can't build with? I mean, I want people to think about that. Yes, DJ, I can't wait. You get some rest, baby. Thank you so much for being here. You so dope. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. Yes. So why are we in relationships? Like, why are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And this is for both men and women. And I know men are not, so gung-ho at a certain age to want to be married. But then there's a lot of brothers that's like, listen, I'm ready for my wife. I want the woman that I could build with. I want the woman that's going to be there for me and with me, right? I want that. I want that for my life. Kim, you came along into my life too. NBD, abuse recovery, and needed to put me first. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. God bless. And you know what? That's God. Because he was setting me up. I didn't even know to come up on here. Yes, come on. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow at 7, every night at 7. I'm going to do a pop-up on Saturday, though. On Friday and Saturday, I'm going to do a pop-up. But Sunday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start doing like mornings too. Because somebody told me to go live twice a day. Hey, Clear Care, I see you. I see you, baby. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yes, I see you. And what I'm saying is that in the process, like God will bring people alongside of you to be a blessing to you, to give you what it is that you need. And so that's why, be mindful like that some people are going to come and they ain't going to have no agenda but to help you win. And the other part of that is when I win, Dr. Yolanda wins, believe it or not. And everybody in this group who is not following her needs to follow her. And I'm not begging for followers. Listen to me. I don't have that begging culture going on in here. I'm telling you, if you see how good she's been to me, and I'm telling y'all, be a blessing to her and be blessed by her. And I really mean that. Because I really believe that if we are going to be in alignment, we're going to pour back into who pours into us. That's what we want. And we want God to bless us. The same way as we're pouring out, we want a blessing back. And God just sends these wonderful and amazing people to you, unbeknownst to you. Unbeknownst to you. Right? So I'm encouraging y'all to be a blessing to her. Yeah. But we have to understand what healing means. And it is a constant and eternal journey. I mean, as long as we're here, we're going to be working on ourselves, right? Because that's what it's really all about. That's what it really is all about. When you choose yourself, let me tell you what it means. It's hurt. Sometimes it hurts. I talked about this a little bit earlier. When you choose yourself, it hurts sometimes because it means that you have to leave the past behind. Because that part, destiny helpers. That's it. I love that. Destiny helpers. Yes. And it doesn't mean that choosing yourself is not hard. because it means you got to shift things. I remember one of my friends saying to me, "Oh, you think you better than me now?" I was like, "Why are you playing?" When I went and got certified in the life coaching, "Oh, you just think, oh, you acted brand new." I said, "No, baby, I don't want to do the same things that I used to do." Because we were coaching, we were doing our thing, but it wasn't, working out well. So I went and I learned what I needed to do to become a life coach, and then I did it. And I had to do some research, and I wanted to get better. And I wanted to use my own personal experiences to be able to help other people. Because it really helps people to know, like, hold on, is that Karina? Karina said, hold on. Karina said, I came into her life because she had been dealing with abuse, but at the point when she realized that she needed to choose herself first, right? When I began to choose myself first, people started to fall away. And it wasn't because I was in school, because the whole time I was doing my thing in school, that wasn't a problem. The problem came at when I began to challenge their way of thinking. The problem came in at, like, who do you think you are? All of a sudden. Because I had more clarity. Now, was I, none of us are completely healed ever, right? This is a mission into the end of our lives, right? But the idea is that, oh, you think you know better than me. Who do you think you are? I was like, I ain't nobody. I'm just talking about my life experiences. I'm just talking about the things that, was holding me back, and the things I'm doing different to shift and to change. Needless to say, some relationships don't make the cut. Not because you don't love them, not because you don't care about them, but because as you're evolving, some people are not going to be able to stand with you because they don't feel good about themselves. And that's the truth. And when I tell y'all I got 40-year friendships and 50-year friendships, I'm not lying. I make friends. I don't make enemies. So if you walk away, that's on you. I love you, but I'm going to constantly work on being a better version of myself. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then maybe you're not supposed to go on this journey with me any further. And that's okay. And I'm okay with that. Because I'd rather be around people who want to elevate than to be around people who don't want what I want. And you'll find that even in your relationships, in your potential partners. And you'll notice it right away. And not just because of the things that they say, but also what they do. Are they really in alignment with you? Do they really want what you want? And if we pay attention, we'll find out. Okay, that is a lonely process, but I know I will be okay. Yeah, it's very lonely. But you know what? Can I tell you, you'll learn that you'll want peace more than you care about anything else after a while. You're like, I want peace. Like I don't want to be caught up in the rhetoric. I don't want the nonsense. I don't want the shenanigans. I want peace in my life. I want to feel whole. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be around people who are always disgruntled or angry or gossiping or doing certain things. That's not what I want for my life. Tell me the last book you read. And I'm not trying to be funny, but because I like to read, right? So that would be my thing. Or tell me the last museum you went to. What did you just do that was so exciting today? Because I don't have time for gossip. I don't have time for backbiting. I don't have time for that. I want to matriculate. And so what ends up happening is as you begin to evolve people, that's why healing can be a painful process, even for the people that are in your life, because all of a sudden you're setting boundaries where there was none. All of a sudden you're saying, wait a minute, wait. That doesn't align with me and what I want for my life. Peace is one of the fruits of the spirit. When I told you I was working on a project, I was right there. I was right there. I was talking about the fruits of the spirit. Galatians 5. Yes, I was. The fruits of the spirit. Yes. And it changes because when there's no chaos in your life, you think clearly. It only gets crazy because it gets chaotic when you're in the chaos. But the moment that you have a moment to just be at peace with yourself and be still, it begins to change everything. The moment you begin to set up boundaries for yourself. Hey, Jen, I see you. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Thank you, baby. I see you. How are you? Yes. So, yeah, the moment. Okay, wait, I'm doing this wrong. Okay. You said hold down the name. Hold it down. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. Pin this comment. Yes, there you go. I'm trying to learn how to pin y'all one step at a time, But I'm saying that, and I'm saying this to you because, like, setting boundaries, gaining clarity around what you want and what you need. Thank you for the follow, Luna. I see you. Thank you. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. That's number 64 on the team. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for following me, Super Braid. I see you. Yes. Y'all are just blessing my whole entire heart. Just blessing me. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, think about that. Think about setting boundaries. Think about what that means. When setting boundaries, you lose people. Yes, Karina. Yes. Now my sister is calling me and she knows. She knows that she went to pick me up some food. I wish she would just send me a text message and let me know if she outside. And then y'all can walk with me to the door to go get my food. Because she bought me dinner. Yes. And I feel, see, God is not the author of the chaos. Can I tell y'all something? And all of the brothers can chime in. And all of the brothers can chime in if it's brothers on here. When a man is really about you, he comes in giving you clarity, not chaos. When he's serious about you, he has a plan. And I really mean that. He is not coming in with confusion. God is not the author of confusion. The brother, Pop Hood, said 100. Okay. Okay, my sister. Okay. So, yeah. God is not sending you chaos into your life. You know what? When you're with the right person, your central nervous system is calm. Hey, Telly Tell, I see you, my love. I see you. Hey, sister. How are you? That's my sister from another mister, y'all. She played too much. I'm so glad you came up in here. I love you, sis. I love you. But yeah. Okay. Are you outside my house? My house. I'm sorry, y'all. My sister is sending me, she's bringing me food. What if he started giving the best, but you weren't ready and caused chaos? Now it's like I don't know what Afra is. Give me that. Give me the rest of that sentence, baby. Afraid to give the best. He thinks you are against him. Hey, Malcolm, how are you? Hi, Malcolm. Malcolm, you blow my mind. Okay. Well, I apologize, y'all. My sister's bringing me food, and I'm trying to make sure she is not in close proximity. That's good. I'm so glad to see you here. I am so glad to see you here. God is amazing. But the reason why I'm saying this is because Okay, so afraid to give you the best, he thinks you're against him. I guess that's what you're saying. No, you know what? Maybe there was a little bit of that, Cleo. Maybe there was a little bit of that. Maybe at first you didn't know. Maybe you were afraid. You can convey that. You can convey that. You could say, I apologize and I didn't realize because of, dot, 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 fill in the blank, right? Because why were you doing that? Now it's like I'm giving my best, but he's afraid to match my energy. Absolutely, that happens all the time. And then you're disjointed, right? Happens to a lot of people, actually. But part of the reason why that happens is because there is a lack of clarity. Because when people are consistent, and they're consistent with you, and you don't have to say anything. You could just lay back in the cut. I mean, let's be honest. Just lay back in the cut. You don't have to do anything. You watch what they do. Most people don't keep it up if they see that you funny style. And I know for me, can I be honest? I need to be friends. We have to be friends. I wasn't friends with my ex-husband. We weren't friends. We met, we talked, we went out on a few dates. We weren't friends. He didn't really know me. And I didn't know him. I knew his sisters, but I didn't really know him, and he didn't know me. We weren't friends. He wanted a wife. And a lot of people will choose you, and you won't be, you'll be their wife, but not their friend. How well is that supposed to work out for you if all you are is a wife and not a friend? Right? You haven't heard that in a while. Lay back in the cut. I know, y'all. I'm dating myself. Dr. Yolanda. Yeah, I'm dating myself. That's terrible. That's terrible. But I'm being honest. Like sometimes you have to, like I need you to be my friend. And I just kind of right. Friendship is everything. And I know that there's a whole culture of people who won't marry their friends. But you really probably should consider it if they're a really, really good friend and if you're attracted to them. You know what I mean? Because you need your best friend. Because when you ain't liking them, you know what I'm saying? When they're getting on the last only nerve you got, when they acting up, you be like, yeah, they're getting on my nerves, but I love them. That's my friend. And friendship means like I got your back and you got mine. So you need somebody who's going to be a friend who is going to be consistently there. And if it's meant to be, and I want to go back to your comment, Cleo. We have been together 13 years, but it's like love this week and hate the next. That's confusing. How long you gonna be? How long you gonna pay for the confusement if y'all been together for 13 years? How long? That's the question. 13 years. 13. 13 years is a long time. How long you gonna stay with the back and forth? Love me out loud and be intentional, or leave me alone. That's the one thing I hate. Can I be honest with you? That's the one thing I hate about all of this. Like, whatever your intentions are, ma'am, sir, make them clear. And if you don't have good intentions, leave people alone. Because after a while, it gets tired and it gets old. And like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna walk away. Like when I walk away, it's a done. I'm done. I'm done. Right? Because I know that I've poured and I know that I've tried to show you and I know that I've done this. I know that I've done cartwheels and flips. I know that I was acting like trying to juggle everything and make sure that I give you blah, 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 blah. That get old and tired real quick. I ain't got 13 years, baby. You either come, show up, be intentional, be consistent, be on top of your game because I know what I'm giving. I know what I'm bringing. And I promise you, I think once you gain clarity, you don't be playing no more. You're like, listen, I love you, but I'm out. Because while this is, while I know we got history, That is not going to take us into to the finish line and building anything, because everything is chaotic and God does not authorize chaos. And here's another thing I want to tell you. This might bother a few people. God did not ordain boyfriends and girlfriends. You know what that means? I call it turn my tail inside out and then I'm out. God did not ordain boyfriend and girlfriends. We came up with that concept over here in America, right? You're going to be my boyfriend. You're going to be my boyfriend for 15 years? Get out of here. God did not ordain that. And he's not the author of confusion. Say that, Pigeon. Say that. Say that. Because what we tend to do is we get involved and be like, oh, but maybe I did this, but maybe I did that. And he's like, yo, maybe I wasn't giving her my all, and maybe blah, blah, blah. No, either they're down, the relationship is reciprocal, or you're out. Stop wasting your own time. I said this the other day, y'all be playing in your own face. I'm serious. Stop playing in your own face. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is. You see it. And then be mad at people because, no, it's not them. Check your own temperature. What are you doing? What are you allowing? Like it gets Tanisha, it really is real. You said for real? It's real. It's not always them. It's not always that they so messed up. It's like begin to choose you. You're not even holding my hand with all of this. No, Jen, I'm not. Jen, I am one of those coaches who get right back to it. We're going to just get to it because it's all about your healing. You know what? You know when you go to a therapist, and I'm not no shade to therapists because they, I love, I had a therapist for years. But that's what they let you do. They let you sit there for years and just talk it out. And all I'm going to do is give you some questions to help you work through what you need to work through quickly. And I'm not saying the process is so quick, but I'm going to ask some questions that are going to be hard. That's what I do with my clients. With the people who are in my class, I ask the question because I want you to think about the answer. And I want you to get to the root of where all of this, really stems from, so that you can get to your healing, so you stop making the same egregious mistakes in your own life over and over again. So I need to help you to see through a new lens. That's what I do. That's what I does. Because I don't want you stuck. And you can be in therapy for the next 20 years of your life. I'm not trying to be funny. So no, I'm not going to hold your hand like that and be like, oh, I'm going to put it in a cute little box and make it pretty for you. I'm not doing that. Sometimes we play in our own faces. We need to get to the bag. You know what the real bag is? The real bag is your healing. Because once we get to that bag, the world is our oyster. We command what we want. We don't have to play small anymore. We living out loud, live and in color. And we're unapologetic because we are owning our power. And I'm not telling you not to be in relationship. I'm not telling you not to love. It's going to bring you to a place of loving yourself. So then you learn how to love full out the same way that you love yourself. Our healing is the bag. Because all the time that we've been, hurting and frustrated and aggravated with people, let them people do what they're going to do, and let's worry about getting us healed and feeling better. Thank you for the club. Cheers. I see that. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Can you tell me if Lane will come back and love me? I don't know who Lane is. I don't know. I don't know if Lane will come back and love you. I am not a soothsayer. All I know is that if you begin to love yourself, you attract differently. Sit in your own mess and they keep getting paid. Right. Okay, stop playing in your own face. I still have to work on healing from past. Absolutely. We all are. I'm still working on stuff right now. I'm still working on stuff right now. You know the reason why I got better at it, can I be honest with you? Is because I use the word of God as my foundation. And everything that I read in the word of God, and I promise you, and I'm not even trying to be deep or heavy, like if I'm reading about Adam and Eve, and you know how Adam was like, it was the woman you gave me that gave me the fruit. What I do is I apply that to myself. Who am I blaming for what my life looks like when I know that God has already given me the instruction? So I'd be like Adam, right? And then I'd be like Abraham, right? Okay, I'm not trying to go through every name in the Bible, but and then I'd be like Abram, right? When God told him to get out of his country and to do what he told him to do, and then Abraham waited until after his father died before he began, and he was waiting on his son, and he didn't get his son, and nothing happened, and God wanted to see if he was going to be obedient, so he told him to take his son, not the one he had with Hagar, but with Sarai, right? And that he take the child up to the mountain, and then he told the son and left everybody down there. I'll provide for you. I'm going to provide the lamb and the ram in the bush for the sacrifice. How many of us have been there when we heard the voice of God and we knew that what we were doing was not in alignment? How many times have we heard God speak to us about a particular situation or thing? Or God asked us that while we are at work, that we would work in excellence unto him and not unto man, that we would do the things that he has told us to do, but we did what we wanted to do instead. Like we're no different. So as I begin to read the word of God and apply the word of God to my life, and put myself with like Jeremiah, when I thought that Jeremiah chapter 1, and I said, God, I can't do that because I'm too young. And he said, don't say that I'm too young. And he put his hand over Jeremiah's mouth, and he filled his mouth with what to say. How many times have God given you implicit instructions into what it is that he told you to do, and you did whatever you wanted to do? You're no different. So from Genesis to Revelation, even when he's talking to the 7 churches, they all have distinct personalities. He said to the church of Laodicea, you are neither hot nor cold, you are lukewarm, and I will spew thee out of my mouth. Like, how many, that's a personality when sometimes you're hot for God and then sometimes you're cold and you just lukewarm. There's a whole history behind that. But my point is, we've all been those characters at some point in time in our lives. We all been like Peter, wielding a knife ready to cut somebody's ear off. Like listen, I put my name there, and that's where my healing comes from. Because then right behind the strong word, right behind the fire and brimstone and the instruction, there is repentance. And I'm like, God, change me. That's where my healing came from. And a lot of people don't know that. And I'm not trying to be deep. I'm just trying to tell you that there's a certain way that we ought to be living. And so we be angry and we begrudge relationships and we begrudge people and we start locking ourselves in behind these erected fences. And when we do that, we are literally, quite literally locking ourselves away from our blessings. I'm serious. So when you think about that, oh, I don't need to be in a relationship. You're in relationship with your siblings. You're in relationship with your children. You're in relationship with your parents. You're in relationships with your boss. You're in relationship with your coworkers. You're in relationships. And when you find yourself being frustrated about something, what it is it's an opportunity for you to be soothed out, for God to soothe out the rough spots, for God to inject himself into the situation and then have you say something radical and crazy like, I forgive you. And I'm sorry that I offended you. And what can we do to fix this? Gotta have you showing up and showing out in a way that you can't even wrap your head around. You're like, what? 35,000. Okay, we there, y'all. 35,000 likes. Thank you, Dr. Yolanda. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let's get it. Let's get it. You understand with the fragrance of heaven in the room? Yes. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. I really do. But I'm saying what I'm saying because we always look outside of ourselves and we don't see it. Your boss is nasty and indifferent towards you and don't treat you good and is not being there for you to support you in any way in the ways in which you need support. God is telling you, even unto that, what I need you to do is I need you to show up at being better, not worse. Don't catch an attitude. I need you. And I know that's hard for people to wrap their head around, but you're not working unto man, you're working unto God. It's the same way in your marriages. It's the same way in your relationship. And God didn't ordain boyfriend and girlfriend. So while we're trying to give all the wifely stuff and all the husbandly stuff to people who you're not married to, I don't understand it. It's oxymoronic. It doesn't make sense. Because now, right, self-control. What you say, self-control. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Got attitudes and everything. Now you big mad. You big mad because you're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't honor you. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Get better. Don't be mad. Wake up. What you say, Amy? Wake up. Wake up to who you really are and who you were meant to be. Stop being small, baby. Yes, and it takes self-discipline. But again, not in your own strength can you do any of it. You need to employ the Holy Spirit. And that's the truth. And I'm not even trying to preach to y'all. I'm just telling y'all this is the only way that I made it to my healing. Because guess what? My healing was actually bigger than me. And the way I'm healing now is bigger than me. Let me tell you why. And your healing is bigger than you. The reason why you have to do it, and the only way to do it is to be in relationship with other people, because it's going to reveal to you who you are. The only way you can get through that and get to your better is by employing the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit will have you saying stuff like, you know what, I apologize. Even when you wasn't wrong. But not unto man, but unto God. I'm not trying to even be deep. I promise. What you say, Jen? Wait, what? Jen. Yes, you heal through relationships, baby. Yes. You heal. You say, you deep, girl. I see you, Amy. Rewind. Let's do that. Let's rewind. Let me slow down. Let me just take a minute. Let me slow down just for a minute. It's 139 people in the room. Wait. Thank you, Lord. I'm rewinding it right now. Rewind. Employ the comforter. Yes. Let me rewind. You know, like, okay. What y'all want me to use? Regular relationships, your husband, your wife, your children, your sister, your brother. It doesn't matter. When there's conflict in that relationship, when there are things going on, we think the challenge is to get people to conform to us. We believe that. We believe that we just want them to do it our way. If you do not employ the Holy Spirit, right, what happens is you're going to do it your way and you're going to jack up the relationship. But when you love people for who they are and you accept them where they are, you change the dynamics of the relationship. It works with all relationships. That's right. And so when you find yourself frustrated, let's say that I'm going to use a hypothetical situation. Let's say that your wife, I'm going to use your wife, I'm going to use the woman, always comes home late. She always comes home late. and you're getting frustrated. You're like, why are you always staying late? Like, I need you home. I want you to be with the kids. I want you, and you find yourself as a man very frustrated that your wife is always working late. You get home earlier than she does. You're fixing dinner, but you want her to be able to sit down at the dinner table and have dinner with you. So you have a choice, because this is a real situation, of how to handle that. And she might say, well, my boss is getting on my nerves and I have to stay until 8 o'clock at night. Say, no, babe, you don't have to work that hard. No, I do, because I want to get a promotion. And what you can then begin to do is you can fuss with her. You can argue with her. You can try to get her to change her mind, or you can begin to pray and ask for a better situation so your wife does not have to work until that time of night. You have a choice. Most of us opt for number one: fuss, fight, argue, get frustrated. But what you don't know is in those moments, God is calling you to come before his throne of grace to pray. And I know some people don't want to hear that. I know some people don't want to hear that. I know they don't. But that's how you would handle it for real, for real. And I know people will be like, okay, I know you now, you done took a left turn. You asking me to do stuff I can't do. No, you absolutely can do it. You absolutely can do it. And it's a testament of your faith. Right? And I'm not trying to be deep. I'm just making a statement, because we think that this thing is supposed to be easy. No, sometimes it gets real hard. And it is refining you through each situation and each circumstance. Every situation is refining you to become a better version of yourself. Not to correct them, but that you would get down on your knees and you would pray over your household. Okay, y'all, I'm taking y'all with me. To go get my food, because my sister is outside and she brought me dinner. Okay? So I'm taking y'all with me. I gotta turn on the lights because I can't be in the dark. So I'm turning the lights on my house as I walk through to get my big food. Okay. And I'm in the front door. So, yes, yes. Just 1 second. Thank you. I don't have the paper ready. I will have it ready tomorrow. I ain't on my live. But y'all come on in to have a few seats. Okay? What I gotta do around this joint. But anyway, y'all get what I'm saying, all right? No, you can put it in the kitchen. I love you.
I love you too.
You can put it in the kitchen.
All right.
All right. Yes, I am here, y'all. I am here. So I apologize, y'all. I had to go let them in the house. Oh gosh. So yeah, I can't have this thing falling over. But y'all get what I'm saying? So how we look, it's like, hey sister. Oh. So yeah. So here's the deal. The deal is that you have to show up in a different way when you are married, when you are in relationship. You have to show up differently even with your children. Like, let me just be honest. When you're being honest about, like, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we have to tell our children sorry. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're the ones that are out of order. Sometimes we have to go back and say to our children, I apologize. I am sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know any better. There's a lot of things. My son said, Mom, why didn't you tell me? And I said, because I didn't know. And it's okay not to know. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to get better, right? But it's in the way it refines you. Relationships refine who you are. And that's the truth. And sometimes we just act like that's the only way we grow. Thank you for the popular vote. Thank you so much, Luna. I appreciate you, baby. Because how do you grow otherwise? So sometimes we begrudge like the things that we go through, but we're supposed to be growing through them, not just going through them. We're meant to see who we are and how we are and what we need to do for our own lives, right? Because a lot of times we get upset and we get frustrated with people for being who they are. But I promise you, as I said before, I really believe that God leaves those people in place to help us to be refined. Because otherwise, how do we get refined? How do we get better? If there are no challenges. There is a Psalm, Psalm 119 and 71, that says, "It was good that I was afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes." It's the only way that I grew into becoming the woman that I am right now. I could begrudge my husband and everything that he had ever done, but I don't. My ex-husband. I don't. I appreciate him. He could have been a total creep. He wasn't. He's a good father. I pray for him like I pray for myself, because my children need him like they need me. I wasn't always like this. At first, I was angry. At first, I was frustrated. He broke my heart. But I promise you that that broken heart fixed my vision. I promise you it did. I promise you it did. Y'all, I'm going to be done. Just give me another 5 minutes and I'll be done, okay? Maybe 10. Y'all pray for me. 15. I'm lying, right? I'm lying. No, I'm gonna have to go. I gotta help my sister. Oh, Lord have mercy, right? It broke my heart, but it fixed my vision. I began to see myself. It wasn't all him, y'all. No, he wasn't the right man for me, but I didn't know who was the right man for me. I didn't even know who I was. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm keeping it real. Because we can, sometimes we just do like the absolute most. And we pour into people. We are not honest. We don't speak our truth. We allow people to do whatever we want. We don't even know. We don't tell people that, we don't, teach people how to treat us. Right? Sorry, y'all. Thank you. 25 minutes extra, right? 30 minutes. I give so much trouble. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it would be cool if I could blame it all on him and call him like some creepy guy, but he wasn't. He was young, just like I was, making poor decisions, not even knowing what we needed. And so, if we're going to be honest, you got to go back and think about the person that you were at the age of the infraction. That's how you begin to forgive yourself and let it go. Because what did you know? What did you know then? You didn't even know yourself. And be honest about who you are. Don't beat yourself up. I married him. I don't even know how old I was, because I can't. No, I'm not telling y'all my age. Y'all play too much. Y'all think y'all slick, right? Y'all think y'all think y'all slick. No, but seriously, like, what did I know? What did I know? Yes. And it's hard to like love them without giving too much, because is that really love? Oh, thank you, Maggie. Thank you. Hi, Coley Cole. I see you, my love. I love you. Excuse me. Right. We didn't have boundaries. But how old were you before you knew that you needed to have them? Did anybody ever tell you how important they were? Did anybody ever tell you to be brutally honest, not hurtfully honest, but honest about how you feel if you want the relationship to really work? Or were you taught in a way to just hide how you felt like it didn't matter? Because how many of us went through that? Thank you. Hey, Audria, I see you. How many times did somebody tell you or let you know that your voice didn't matter as you were a kid? And then how many times have people been upset with you because you said things that you probably shouldn't say? You were taught to hide yourself in general, yes. So no, never knew how to say. You didn't even know that you should. And you know why I know you didn't know? Because I didn't know, and most of us don't know, and that's why we keep ending up in these conundrums. Because we don't know. Nobody told us that being honest was the quickest way to get rid of people who weren't for you. That having standards were the quickest way to see if somebody aligned with you or not. By saying no. By honoring yourself. Nobody ever told me that. That's all part of my healing journey. It was all part of my healing journey. But who knew? Who knew? We didn't know. God protects you by removing those individuals out the way, but not before you learn a lesson. Because yes, God does protect us from some people, but some of this stuff is lessons. It's for our benefit. It's for our good. And be honest now, y'all. Be honest. If it wasn't for some of the stuff that you've been through, you would repeat the behavior, but your pain made you shift gears. Be honest. Hey, Tam, I see you. Hey, Steelers, I see you. Sometimes the lesson is harder to take than the chaos. Yes, that's what it feels like, but that's not true. Because then you'll stay in a perpetual hell until you get your life right. And that's why it's like a thorn in your side, and it will not be removed until you understand. And being honest. You know, honesty is the quickest way to find out who somebody is. Speaking your truth. Stop wasting your own time. Tell them the truth. No, honesty is the best policy. Yeah, people say that, but no, like letting your no be no and your yes be yes, and honoring what you need. You'll find out within 2 weeks whether somebody is for you or against you, or not for you at all. Maybe not against you, but not your cup of tea, and you're not theirs. But if you pretend, you're wasting your own time. Yes. You're doing your own self a disservice. So the question is, I'm going to give y'all the questions. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how are you? You all have to follow her if you want to go live, if you want to do anything with your TikTok. You got to follow Dr. Lisa. Dr. Lisa, I'm so grateful that you're here. To you, my love. Right. So are we lying to ourselves? Are we lying to ourselves? Thank you for the hand heart. Oh, see, Dr. Lisa, I can't do that heart puff thing that you can do. I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta learn how to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna learn tomorrow. Yes, doctor, y'all have to, yes, Dr. Lisa, launch your income. There you go. Follow her. She is amazing. Okay, wait a minute. I'm pinning this comment right there. Yes, Dr. Lisa. Yes, y'all have to follow her. She is amazing. Just follow her. Yes. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for the follow, my love. Thank you. Yes. If you want to do anything in these TikTok streets, she is the person. She is so calm. She is so amazing. I absolutely. Hi, Verva. I see you, my love. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Number 66 in the you know what? You know what? I'm excited. I just learned how to pin people because I did not know how to do it. I don't think I can pin two people at the same. Okay. All right. It's okay. Fervor, thank you so much for being here, my love. Thank you. So yeah, like because clarity does bring calmness. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Dr. Lisa reached level 3. Yes, yes. And thank you for the popularity vote, for the popular, um, the popular vote. Thank you. Yes, but it is important, and I mean vitally important, that you are in alignment with you. Thank you so much for joining my fan club. This is number 67. My God. Thank you. God is so good. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dr. Lisa, for the popular vote. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Oh my God. But I just want you to really get this thing because nobody taught us. That's why I teach what I teach. Because there is a way that seems right unto man, but it's God is totally different. We have to operate in a whole different way. We have to understand not only who we are, but whose we are. And had it not been for those situations and those circumstances, we would not be where we are today. Like your pain was meant to force you to course correct you, to start believing in yourself, to start seeing yourself as strong, to start saying things like, I am worthy, I am enough. Because there was a time when you didn't believe that you were enough. You thought, for whatever reason, that everybody was going to treat you wonderful because you didn't even know what boundaries were. You just believed that if you were good to people, people would inadvertently be good back to you. But that's not true. Thank you so much, Natavia, for sending your first gift ever to me. You didn't have to do that, my love. Thank you. I am grateful. I appreciate you. Like, God is so good. I get so excited. But you didn't know that you were worthy. You didn't know that you were enough. And what I'm trying to do is help you to expedite the process so you can get to your healing. Because when you get on the road to healing, you become such a much better version of yourself. You become like you start pouring out love from a place where you just want to be a blessing to other people. And why? Because you feel blessed. It brings you to a new level of knowing yourself. It helps you to grow stronger in your confidence and in who you are. And so that's why I want, thank you so much for watching. What if you know you are worthy, but you don't feel worthy? How, that's oxymoronic. How does that work? What if you know you are worthy, but you don't feel worthy? Let me tell you something. Can I be honest with you? Because you're talking about feelings. Feelings are fleeting, like happiness. Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. You know how Almond Joy got nuts, but Mounds don't, right? I say that all the time because I think it's funny and I think I'm funny. But here's the truth. Get out of your feelings. It's about the facts. Real talk. And I'm one of them coaches. I don't dress stuff up and make it pretty, baby. I just speak the truth. I'm speaking truth to power. Your feelings do not feed you. They will lead you astray every single time. That's why you have to gain clarity and get in alignment with truth. Be honest with yourself about who you are. Be honest about what you've allowed and what you didn't allow. Get out of your feelings. That's right, Dr. Yolanda. Because when we in our feelings, we be all in our emotions and we be thinking it's for men and women. We be thinking, oh my God. I feel like they bop, bop, bop. And every time, because your feelings are rooted in your emotions, you can be wrong. That's not facts. You ever listen to somebody tell a story? Most of the time, people tell a story. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Most of the time, people tell you the story because of their feelings, not the actual facts. Listen to the way that you even tell the stories to yourself. That's the truth. You tell it from a perspective of the emotion and how you felt. And every time that you do that, you're taking away from what is the real truth because you're really dealing in your feelings and not the facts. What actually happened versus how it made you feel. And so you have to get in alignment with what actually happened. And that takes time to process sometimes. But if you are reactive to your feelings, your emotion, if you let them rule you, you're going to lose. You would lose at work, you would lose at home, you would lose in every relational situation if you let your feelings take you by the seat of your pants and toss and turn you like the wind. You can't do that, baby. You got to deal with the facts. What actually happened versus what you wanted to happen. That thing of how you twist and turn like the wind. You'll be double-minded all the time. And a double-minded man or woman, a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all of their ways. We ain't trying to do instability. That's confusion. We're trying to do clarity. We're doing the mindset work so that we can get to the next level. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. So we ain't doing feelings, baby. We in 2025. We doing facts. We doing facts. Let's do facts. Because flat facts will help us to win. And consequently, let me just say this to you. I told this story earlier, and I've told this story before. For more than 40 years, I believed, because my father died when I was 16 years old. And I always felt like an abandoned child. I took on the persona of an abandoned child. All of the characteristics of a child that was abandoned. Promise you on everything I love. I've been coaching for 15 years. It was last year that God spoke to me and said to me, your father never abandoned you. He came home to be with me. So for 40 plus years, I've been walking around feeling like an abandoned child. And I ruined a lot of relationships because of the pain that coincided with feeling like an abandoned child. It became a truth and it was all a lie. But I was 16 when he died, and I didn't know how to process his death. And at the time, my mother wasn't like, oh, go to a therapist, because back then, we Black people didn't go to therapy. That was taboo. My mother wasn't like, oh, you need to deal and process with your father passing away. It wasn't none of that. I just felt like he left me, and I needed him. And I felt like I was abandoned. And so those things, that idea, those feelings, they're how you jacked up, baby. I'm just keeping it real. Ooh. Oh my God. Y'all, I done knocked my thing out. I hope TikTok don't cancel me or do whatever they do. I apologize. Now I gotta find a little button. Okay. Turn the light back on. Shine a light on it. Yeah, I think I'm funny. I told y'all I think I'm hilarious. Shine a light on it. Y'all know I'm a hot man. Y'all pray for me because I need Jesus. I really need him. Like an IV, being pumped into your veins so you ain't never out of control. But I think I am hilariously funny. Right? And my father was silly. And I love that I am who I am, like all of you, right? I love that. Every bit of it. Like I took the good from both of my parents, and I am so grateful for the parents that I have because, my father was silly. And he was a happy drunk. He wasn't like one of them abusive yelling scream. No, he was a happy drunk, you know. Um, yeah. But anyway, my sister is literally texting me like, how long are you gonna be on that live? Like she just texts me with a mean emoji face. She wants me to finish helping her with the paper. Listen, guys, I love y'all so much. We are at 43,000. Y'all tapped it out tonight. We had 136 people on this live at some point or another. I am blessed. Y'all look forward to my sub-only live. I am going to be doing that like the second week in June. I am going to be giving it up. We are going to be, and it depends on which level of the subscribers you are at, depending upon what it is that you guys get. I'm going to be doing some special content for my subscribers, and I am excited. Dr. Lisa taught me all about that. She is so amazing and dope. She's been teaching me about everything TikTok, and there's so many things that I don't know that I need to know, right? So also, I've set it up. It'll be set up by tomorrow. I apologize. It'll be set up by tomorrow that if any of you want to do a consultation, it's going to be set up in my Stan Store where you can make an appointment to meet with me for an initial consultation, and we'll see if coaching is good for you. Also, the third thing is, and I should have been saying this throughout the live, the third thing is that I'm starting the classes up. The third week in June, my Unlocking Your Love class is beginning again. And it's for people who are serious about wanting to grow. So this is going to be like an amazing, amazing situation. And I Google me, Kim Love Jones, and you'll see the reviews that people have left about being a part of my coaching class, where it's a group and it's a lot cheaper than individual coaching, right? But I'm telling you, I appreciate all of y'all so much. What day will it be? I'm not sure yet which exact day it will be, but it's going to be, it may very well be on like a Saturday morning or something, so that is easier for people. But the summertime is coming. So I'm going to see what day I can get on and do the coaching session, because I really pour in the classes. I really pour. That's what I mean. For the classes, I really pour. Most people give you like an hour. I give much more. Than I over deliver on everything that I do. I over deliver. But we're going to do the work. We are going to do the work. And that's the important part. So I want you guys to be a part of that. If you want to be a part of that, what you can do is you can go to the link in my bio. And when you hit my link tree, it'll bring up Real Love Jones. It'll bring up my website where you can sign up to learn, to get more information. And if you're interested in becoming a part of the Unlocking Your Love class, then I will send you the information. Just put that in the notes that you're interested in the Unlocking Your Love class, and I'll be sure to send you all of the information. And you'll get the newsletter that I send out like once or twice a month. You'll be informed about everything that's going on. Yeah. I'm so grateful for y'all. I am so grateful. And I'm going to pick another, like maybe 2 times more a week to go live during the day, maybe 3 times. Maybe I'll go live during the day 3 times a week, but I know it'll probably be different people. But, whatever it is, I'm just going to try to do it because I want to build up my platform and my group here on TikTok, right? Listen, thank you. Thank you all. I'm very grateful for all of y'all. Is there a fee? A fee for what? $45K. See, look at this. $45K. Thank you, Jen. You just subscribed. Praise God. Okay. All right, Jen, just subscribe. Go, Jen. Go, Jen. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I'm going to be doing the subs only shortly. Sure, I appreciate you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to check my messages, Dr. Yolanda. I'm going to check for the classes. The classes are going to be $77 a month. And I'll tell you what, for the first, and I don't even want to do this now. I'm gonna wait to June the 1st. Okay. Hey, seed of Abraham, I see you. You missed it. I'm getting off. I'll be back tomorrow at 7. It's gonna be so, but I'm gonna do something special so that the people who come in, like the first 25 people to come into the class, I'm gonna give y'all a discount. The first 25 people to register, but I'm not going to start that until June the 1st. So look for something. If you sign up, if you register, sign up before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So I'm going to